Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. I think we might be having some technical difficulties, but we'll figure it out. It's going to be totally fine. My name is Andrew Hockrottle. I am your host for the Daily Creative Challenges here online at Behance. I'm so glad that you're here. I am hosting the Daily Creative Challenges for Adobe Illustrator. Now, if you've never used Illustrator, it's really great for building things like logos, using simple shapes, to create very capturing and very engaging logos, things at scale, typography pieces, badges, a little bit of everything. Illustrator is a really, really great resource. Now, if you haven't, this is not the only way for you to engage with our community. You also can engage with our community by going to our Discord at this link up above. And going to this Discord will get you into a channel where you can talk with us, you can hang out, you can get feedback. You can take a look at your projects. Let me show you what's going on over there right now. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. I definitely pushed the wrong button. There it is. That's the right button. And so this is our Discord. This is where you can see what's going on. You can see some of the challenges from the last few days. This is the challenge, I believe, from yesterday. We were making badges. There are logos down here, which are really fun, and we'll be building those today. Here's someone who got ahead on the day 3 challenge. But hop into Discord. It's a great place. You can do portfolio reviews and check out your portfolio. We'll give you feedback. There's a list of mentors in here. Rocky's great. Love Tim. Kathleen, absolute best. And we're in here to help you. So again, go and check out this Discord at this link above. That link is going to get you in, get you plugged in, make an account, sign up, and that way you can engage with all of us. There are some people in chat. Hello, hello. Yes, we're trying to work through the technical difficulties currently, but we'll get them figured out. And if not, we'll have a great video recorded for you for the future. So let's talk a little bit about what we're doing today. Today, we will be making a logo. Now, if you haven't seen any of my streams, hello, welcome to the party. My name is Andrew Hockrottle. You can just call me Hock. It's H-O-C-H, super German. And I love to teach and instruct with a technique that I like to call infotainment. We do a lot of information and a lot of entertainment. So we've been having some fun on the stream. If you haven't watched any of the other ones, you can actually go and look at our old challenges. Now, these challenges have been going on for the last few days, and they will continue on through next week. So I actually want to look at something that someone posted. Actually, I'll show you where to download first. So if you go to behance.net/challenge/illustrator, there you can get all of the source files. You can see the information for the past weeks. Here's where we are today. And in the past, you can look here, you can watch the videos, you can hang out with us, see the challenges, get the source files, and you can catch up and then again, post your stuff in Discord. Another place that you can post your work is here on the AI challenge. On Behance, if you just tag hashtag AI challenge, then you can show up on this page and I will look at it. I'll hop in here and give you some feedback. And I wanted to highlight one that happened yesterday. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is by user Sarah Mapes, I want to say. Sarah Mapes, I believe. And Sarah is making, I think she did the animal out of simple shapes, and then she turned it into a badge. So day 2 was to design a custom badge or a stamp using type on a path. And she used, I think, her animal from the first day. Excuse me. I have a little bit of cold, so I'm a little bit coffee. All right, well, working with this, she picked her great color palette and then made this out of simple shapes using the circles, using this kind of oval shape here, and then again, doing the type over the top, which is very fun. We learned this all yesterday, so if you missed it, go back. You can see her outlines here. Very cool. Go back yesterday and check out the day 2 challenge and hang out there. And again, more work. You can scroll through the hashtag AI challenge on Behance, and that will hook you up with some awesome stuff. Now, we have been on a design safari with our daily challenges. And with that design safari, I think that it's time that we need to throw to our friend, Andrew Hockrottle. Andrew, take it away. And we're here, we're in the jungle. Look around, what's going on? Oh my goodness. We did it. We are here on our design safari. And sometimes when you're on design safari, we are investigating things that we could find in the real world. We could find in a jungle. We could find really anywhere. But we're going to be translating those into a visual realm. Now, today, we're working on logos. In the past, we've worked on icons of creating an animal out of simple shapes. But today, instead of representing a noun or something that exists, we're going to be representing something that is more of an idea. So what I'm going to do is introduce a very special guest. I'm very excited about this. If we look over here, if you're very quiet, maybe he'll come out. There he is. This is our friend Leon. He's lurking in the bushes, which is kind of creepy, but he's looking back there and just kind of stalking me. Clever girl. I guess clever boy. I don't know. But as we look, let's try to move some of these. Oh, other side. Let's try to move some of these branches and see if we can get a better look at him. All right, so as we look at his face, really, right, we start to see some of the shapes in his face. And I think these are majestic creatures. I think lions are one of the best, and they have such a distinct look. And I think that we need to make something that maybe can help us save the lions, to help the lions, to do like a lion aid kind of benefit thing. And so let's go ahead and maybe hop over into Illustrator. And I think that I smell a challenge. I think that this can be our challenge for today, is we are going to make a logo for a nonprofit or for an agency or for some kind of initiative to help the lions, to help them thrive, to help them grow, to help their population continue so that they don't end up going extinct and we don't lose them, because lions are awesome. So what we're going to do is I want you to hop over here and I want you to go to Behance and I want you to go to your daily creative challenge. And while you're on this daily creative challenge, I want you to scroll down and I want you to download the source file. And the source file will be right here. If you click on Get Started in the Selections window, that will be your source file that we will be hopping into right now. So let's go ahead and hop on over into Adobe Illustrator and get started here. Oh, that's not the right button. And there we go. Let's get started in Adobe Illustrator. I've done that a couple times. Sorry, guys. It's not fun without some technical difficulties. Speaking of, we're having some more technical difficulties. So just stick with us and let's keep going and we'll see what happens. All right, so hopping back over here, this is our challenge for the day. If you'd like to, you can follow me on Instagram or on Behance at justhoch.co, hoch.co. If you ever get discouraged during our challenges, I always try to have a little message for you. And today, adventure is out there, but we want to design the logo in here on the artboards. We want to stay in there. So today's challenge is to design an adventure logo using selections and the Shape Builder tool. Now, real quick, I want to hop back and let's see if this works. I want to hop back into our jungle and take a look at our friend's face. So looking at our friend's face, sorry, y'all, we're having some technical difficulty. I think we're going to end up restarting because YouTube went down. Oh, I'm on. Oh, I'll start the intro. We're starting over from the beginning. Oh, hello. Have you guys ever had that nightmare where something was happening that you were like, oh man, this is a total disaster. I'll bet people are watching me in my bedroom while technical difficulties are happening. Well, guess what? It's real and it happened. Hello. Thank you everybody for being in chat, for sticking with us. We had some major issues. YouTube went completely down. It was trending on Twitter. I kind of want to think that it's because of this challenge. I think maybe that we broke Twitter, guys. I'm just going to say right now, Design Safari, biggest thing to happen in Twitter since the history of Twitter, I think. So, hello, we're going to extend a little bit to 240 just so we can get through the whole thing. I'm going to talk a lot less because I'm going to be stalling a whole lot less. If you got through the last stream, boy, was I stalling. And we are going to have a bunch of fun on the stream today. I'm all loosey-goosey now, and it's going to be so much fun. So, hello, my name is Andrew Hockrattle. I will be your host and your guide, and I am your Design Safari guide. We're already in the garb. I don't have to make a costume change because we've already done that. But I'm super excited to hang out with you today and to teach you about building logos with the Shape Builder tool. Hello, everyone. Valder. Hello, Anthea. Voodoo Val. Hello, Jason, all the people. Yes, some of my favorite people hanging out in chat. And speaking about chat, if you want to be a part of our community, don't just sit in the chat. Hop on over to the Discord. You can get into the Discord right here at bit.ly/AI Discord. That will get you connected with an amazing community that looks like this. Well, it looks like, hold on. That was, man. Oh, this is a fun stream. I like it. That was my message thread with our tech guy of the impending doom. All right, so this is our Discord thread, and this is where people are dropping work. They're talking about their daily creative challenges. They are making some awesome work, and this is where you get feedback. So people are dropping stuff in here. I'm giving feedback. We have a lot of mentors. Kathleen, absolute best. Love her. Rocky's great down in San Diego. Tim, I think that he is like the patron saint of the Illustrator Discord. He's awesome. Hello, Michelle, all the people. Yay. Oh, I love seeing you guys here. So this is our Discord. You can get connected and talk to us in here. I will be hopping in here for a while right after the stream. And so if you don't get something into chat that I don't see, you can hop into Discord by, again, going to this link right here. And that will get you going and get you into our community with Discord. Cool. So I want to show you a couple things. Let's go ahead and hop over into our Behance page. So let's go over here. If you don't know anything about me, there are some, I love to make sound effects. So if you're posting your work, you can go over to Behance and type in the AI challenge, hashtag AI challenge. It will post to this page and I will be able to see it. Having some issues with the Discord. Omar, yes, there will be, if we can drop, one of the mods will drop a link for you in there and you can join our community. We want you to be a part of this. So somebody will drop you a link. If you hashtag AI challenge, we can see your work that's coming up here. Here are a couple from yesterday. I wanted to highlight this one by Sarah. So she's built the animal out of simple shapes for our day one challenge. And then she's gone and created this case study showing her color picks, her color choices, showing some of the type that's going around, using the type on the tool that we talked about yesterday, type on a path tool that we talked about yesterday. And it's just a really great case study. So go appreciate this. Here we go. Boom. Click that like button, smash that thumbs up, destroy the UI that someone has built. Go give her a whole bunch of appreciations. Great job, Sarah. This is an awesome project. Now, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and download the source files on this page. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, I feel like I've promised you guys, and we've done this a million times, but I feel like it's time to go on Design Safari. Design Safari with Andrew. Yes. We got a little extra. We got a little extra magic there on the. There we go. There's our jungle. There it is. We got some extra on the Design Safari today. Again, my favorite thing about live streams is, well, it's live. And if you fall down the stairs, we fall together and we land on our feet. That's what you got to keep going. So today on our Design Safari, we are going to be building a logo, one of the top requested challenges in our daily creative challenges. And with this logo, we are going to be making something very special to me. And I think if we're quiet a little bit, so chat, you need to settle down just a little bit. If we're quiet, I think maybe he'll come out. Let's see. Oh, he's hiding in the bushes. Let's see if we can move this just a little bit. See, a majestic lion. Oh my goodness. What a majestic lion. So he's going to be called Leo. I'm going to name him Leo because, I mean, he's a lion. So lions are one of my favorite animals. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And in the last couple days, we've been on Design Safari and we've built an animal using simple shapes. We've put the ants on the line to represent type on a path. And today we're going to move into logo building, which is not converting something from the real world into what it looks like. It's converting not necessarily a noun, but more of an idea, right? And I guess as a noun is an idea, but not creating something that you can see in the real world. We're creating an idea. And so I think lions are absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And so I want to try to protect them. And so we're going to create a logo today to help aid the lions and to help save the lions. So our friend Leo, he's going to go back into hiding. There we go. Gosh, that eye just sitting there is so creepy. Clever girl. So we're going to hop in, and instead of creating something in Adobe Illustrator that is just a lion, we're going to create something that's the idea of saving lions. So if you haven't already locked in and gotten your daily creative challenge source files, go get your source files at behance.net/challenge/illustrator. That is where we are going to be today. And that's where you can get your source files to hang out with us today. So let's go ahead and open that source file and hop on over into Adobe Illustrator. All right, so today, we need this. We need this today. So every day, if we have trouble with our streams, or if you are just having trouble with your challenge, I always try to put an affirmation. And so today, adventure is out there. There's so much to be adventured by. But design the logo in here. We want to stay on the artboard when we're designing our logo. So adventure out there, design in here, bring a little bit of the design into the adventure, and we just do it all together. If you want to, you can follow me on Behance or Instagram at justhawk.co. I've been posting some behind the scenes from the studio, which is also my bedroom, of the streams going on. I've been featuring some of your work that you've been posting. So go ahead, hang out, follow there, or don't. I don't know. I'm not your mom. So today's challenge is to design an adventure logo using selections and the Shape Builder tool. The Shape Builder tool is so much fun, and we're going to get into it in just a second. I'm going to take a drink so that I don't cough directly into the mic. All right. A moment of silence. I had flashbacks to everyone watching me live while I didn't think it was live. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into our challenge. So today with our friend Leon, I'm actually going to go ahead and open Leon just so we can look at his face. Ooh, look at that face. So looking at Leon, oh no, I'm scaling the wrong way, guys. So looking at Leon, we want to maybe capture a part of the idea of his face. There's a layer down here that has all the work that I've done to prep for this. So if you think logos take 5 minutes, they don't. They take a really long time, but today we're gonna do it in 5 minutes, or actually 15. So okay, we're back. Oh, this is a fun stream. So let's just go ahead and we are going to grab a couple circles here. And what I want to do when I think about, creating a logo and starting a logo, I always start with the concepts and what I associate to those. So those are called cognitive associations. So just like somebody When you say build a chair, they think it's going to have 4 legs and a back. They're things that people relate to that idea. So, when we think of the idea of protecting the lions, what I think about is something like a shield, something that's strong, right? That as a community that we can stand strong and protect the lions. So I'm going to start with using and building a shield shape. And a shield shape sometimes is very difficult to build unless you know how to use the shape builder tool. So we're going to go ahead and just make 2 circles right here. They're going to be fairly large circles. And what I'm doing here is I just grabbed the ellipse tool by holding L, and then I clicked and dragged out while holding Shift and Option, and that's going to scale a circle for you at just the right size. We are going to select this, and again, using selections, I'm just hitting V to grab the to grab the selection tool, excuse me. And we are going to click, and we are going to hold Shift and drag this over to the side. Now we want them to overlap quite a bit here in the middle, and I'm actually going to change to a different view because I don't want to see these shapes. I just want to see the lines. Using the shape builder tool, I just want to see the lines because it's easier to work that way. So I'm going to hit Control Y. I believe it's Command Y on a Mac. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to grab another circle. And if you can see, we have, right, this shape happening in the middle. And that's what we're trying to do. If you think about a shield, it comes down and has a point, and then the top has a rounded part, right? So it's really almost the intersection of 3 circles. So let's go ahead and grab another circle. And again, I'm clicking to select it. I'm holding Alt, and it's making a copy for me of that other circle. And now you can see I'm starting to get this shape that I want here. Now, when you're working with the shape builder tool, you can actually ignore all the stuff outside. Just focus on what you want. If you see a shape that's interesting, then leave it. Leave it, and I'll show you how to extract just that shape. So let's go ahead and center that. So I'm going to select these 2, and you can select by just clicking and dragging to either side, and then Command G to group. And then we are going to select this other circle down here by holding Shift and clicking on it. And we did this the other day, but to align something, once you have everything selected, you click on the shape that you want to align it to. So I want it to be right in the center of these other 2 circles. And so now it has aligned to that center pretty much perfectly. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. There we go. And that feels like a good shield shape for me. So what we're going to do now is we are going to grab the shape builder tool. Now that we have kind of the shape that we want built out of other shapes, we are going to hop in with the shape builder tool. So over here, you can go ahead and grab the shape builder tool. I believe it's Shift M if you want to use the hotkey. And we first need to grab the selection tool and select all of the shapes that we want to be messing with, all the shapes that we want to be adding and subtracting from. So let's grab the shape builder tool over here. And something that you can do is let's actually go back, and I'll show you if we make these all different colors. This is a great alternative to using the Pathfinder tool. So we're making these all different colors. And now if we select them all and grab the shape builder tool over here, or just Shift M, now as you see, it creates this little halftone. And as we click and drag through, it's starting to connect these shapes. So everything now that is kind of grayed out, and you can see in red, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, you can see in red what the new shape is going to be. So when I let go, now all those things have become a new shape, and this one in the middle is kind of the shape that we wanted. Now that's great, but it's kind of annoying that we have this one big shape and then another little shape that we actually want. So I'm going to undo that, and what we can do is grab the shape builder tool again, and I'm going to go back into outline mode just using Command Y or Control Y. Yes, it's Mickey Mouse. We did make a little Mickey Mouse. And we need to select all these. We are going to grab the shape builder tool, and you'll see now that it's showing, hey, do you want this area? Do you want this area? Do you want this area? It's basically asking you questions, and you click to answer. And so we want almost none of these areas except this middle. So we're going to hold Alt and drag through all the areas we don't want. So I just want that middle shape. So I don't want any of this stuff. I'm just going to drag through it. And when I let go, everything else goes away. And if I go out of outline mode, now you can see I have this perfect shield that is exactly what I wanted. There's a little, there we go, remainder. Oh, I did that. That's my fault. So there's this great shape here. I'm going to go ahead and put a stroke on this because I think it looks good. Let's do a 10-point stroke, right? So we've made a shield. And again, we are creating things based on concepts, not necessarily on what they look like, right? So we're not going to create a lion and like money to like save the lions. We're creating a shield because it serves the idea of strength, of guarding the lions. So now we have this great shield. I'm actually going to make it thicker. Yeah, because we want it to be strong. We want it to be strong and thick and bulky. So what I'm going to do now is show you another technique to create some interesting shapes. So let's go ahead and select our shield here. And I want to fill in this bottom here. I think it'd be cool to have like a grounded kind of arrow down there. And I think maybe as we play with it, it could turn into maybe like a plant your sign here, like you are here, we are here, but we're moving forward. Or maybe it turns into something else. So let's go ahead and hop in and go to Object with a selected. Object, Path, Offset Path. And what Offset Path is going to do, if we turn on Preview, is it's going to start offsetting this path to show us that we have here the regular path, and then that exact same path, but shrunken down by a determined number of pixels. So let's take it by 15. And if we go into outline mode again here, you can see now we have this cool little this little inside of that shape. I'm actually going to fill this. All right, yeah, that feels good. That feels good to me. Sure, why not? So let's keep this. Right now we've got a really cool, strong shield, but I just want the bottom part of this. And so something that I like to do is play with the rule of thirds. And what I'll do is just grab the rectangle tool over here, and I'll make 3 rectangles. This is probably not the right way to do it, but it is the way that I like to do it. So I am just clicking and dragging these down to make 3 rectangles that are touching each other. And I actually did this, guys. I did it perfectly without we hit exactly 3. Okay. So in theory, I usually do those not the right size. And I will drag it down so that I have a good look at the 3 top to bottom. And up here on my rulers, I'll just click and drag down some guides. Oh, I have turned those guides off. I will just click and drag down some guides. And what this is going to do is it's going to show me where the thirds are for my design. And the rule of thirds is basically things look better in 3s. And so instead of doing the whole thing here, we are going to go ahead and grab a rectangle. And I'm going to want to delete everything but the bottom third of this little arrow. So again, we just select these 2. We grab the shape builder tool. And with these selected, we just want this bottom part. So I'm going to hold Alt and just draw through and say goodbye. And then they are gone. Adios. Bye, Omer. And so there we have it. Now we have our nice little arrow. And what I want to do is play around. I think that this stroke here is at 20 pixels. So I'm going to make another rectangle. And the great thing is you can select the rectangle tool and click and just do a 10 by 10. And it will make a 10 by 10 rectangle for you, which is just a square. I actually needed that to be 20. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. 20 by 20. There we go. So now it's the same thickness. And I want to start playing. So we have the shield that's strong, but I want something that conveys the idea of helping or aid. And I always think about like the Red Cross kind of logo. So we're going to put kind of a red cross here. Again, playing with our rule of thirds, paying attention to that. And do another cross here. And here, what I'm doing with the selection is I'm selecting this rectangle. I'm hitting R for the rotate tool. And then I'm clicking, and like it's pinned in the middle, holding Shift, and then dragging to the side. And it rotates it at a 45-degree angle. There we go. And I also held Alt to make a copy of that. I'm actually going to move it down so that, again, it's hitting this rule of thirds line right here. Boop, right there. All right, this is looking kind of cool, guys. I'm kind of into it. It's looking kind of cool. It kind of looks like a lion face a little bit, right? And so it has the idea of it's protecting the lions, but it also has a kind of a cool lion face vibe going on with it. So let's do one more thing. I actually love these shapes, but I want to bring everything in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into outline mode. I'm going to select this outside shape. And what we're going to do is we are going to, again, offset path. We're going to go to path, offset path, and it was a little too close to the corner for me. So we're going to bring this in, and we're actually going to bring it in to 25. Yeah, let's do 25. So now we have a shape that's offset, and I want these to overlap because we're going to be playing with the shape builder tool. So now I'm going to select all the shapes that I want. So I have the 3 shapes that are inside, the lion little nose piece. We have the cross piece of the face, which I actually think that I'm going to move. Actually, let's leave it. The cross of the face, the eyes technically, and then this little arrow down here. And then we have the smaller version of the shield that we've used that offset path to bring down. Now we have a very complex shape, a lot of shapes selected here, but if we go to the shape builder tool, all we have to do is we have to hold Alt and we drag over the parts we don't want. So I don't actually want this part. I don't want the outside part. I don't want any of this inside. I don't want the overlap there, and I don't want the overlap here, and I don't want the overlap there. And you know what? I don't want this top part either, really. Yeah, I don't want that any. So anything that overlaps, I want to delete and just keep those eyes and the arrow at the bottom there. When I let go, boom, it's all gone, and we go out of outline mode. Oh, we did something weird. What did I do, y'all? Something wonky happened. Ah, there's shapes hiding in here. All right, so let's delete these. And this is what we would have ended up with. Sorry, things got a little bit wonky there. There we go. So that's what we end up with. And as you can see, it's offset, and using that shape builder tool, we have taken out some of these edges. We have rounded these out so that it is an offset path that exactly matches some of this stuff that's happening. I'm going to bring this all the way up to the top just because I think it looks really cool. And so now, let's bring this down a little bit. Why not? Now we have this really cool logo mark, right? That has been built using the shape builder tool. It's 3 circles, right? That we did the circles to overlap. We did these lines across. Then we offset this shield to then use the shape builder tool to delete the extras and just catch these curves ever so perfectly to create this. Yes, shape builder tool is so good. So it's one of my favorite things. So we have built a logo. We did it. And I'm going to do one more thing here just real quick. I'm going to make a copy of this over here. I'm going to go to Object and Expand. And what that does is it takes your strokes, which this is a stroke here, and it turns it into a fill. Now I have everything selected. I'm going to come to the shape builder tool one more time. Instead of using Pathfinder, I'm just going to scribble over this because I want the whole thing to be one shape. Oh, I don't want the whole thing to be one shape. I don't want this inside part, but I do want everything else. So I'm actually just going to grab these, do the Pathfinder, because we need to go real quick right now. And I am going to make one more on the outside offset path. So when you're making logos, it's usually good to make sure that it works in black and white and in color. So we've made another offset path behind there. And grabbing our shape that's happening in here, I'm just going to turn that white. And now I've got a really cool badge, right? This is a really, really, really cool logo. Kind of into it. The weights are a little bit off, but I think it's pretty cool. So play with the offset path tool, play with the shape builder, build some weird stuff, and remember that you can take away from shapes and you can also add shapes together. It was super, super fun hanging out with you today, even past our weird glitches with YouTube. I am so sweaty. So thank you for hanging out with us. Come back tomorrow. It's going to be so much fun. I will be on at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for all of you that are watching in other countries. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. And be sure to go and post on Behance using hashtag AI Challenge. Again, if you haven't, join us in our Discord. Come hang out. I'll be hopping over there right after this to decompress a little bit, to talk about the stream, look at your work, and bounce back from having probably the best stream ever. I think it was so good that it crashed YouTube, guys. We trended on Twitter. We did it. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow, and I will hopefully see you on time and with no technical difficulties tomorrow. You guys are great. I love you right here in my heart, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.